Hello and welcome to Star Trek New Horizons, the Total Conversion mod. Had a little bit of an issue getting everything started up, because apparently the thing did not know how to connect to a thing. We are going to start a new game. Now, this version of New Horizons has a lot of added features that weren't in the previous version. The most obvious one you're going to see most streamers dealing with is this one. The Borg. Me, while I like the Borg, they're a cool concept. The fact that everyone's doing them kinda makes them less desirable. However, we have other empires we can play. So many others. I was thinking of playing is going into something a little different. We'll start by loading up the Terran Empire. The Romulan Empire. Or will we? Ring galaxy, elliptical shape. What's this? The mirror universe? What could we possibly do with that? Let's do that. AI aggressiveness normal. No Iron Man mode. Difficulty normal. Now, this is literally a mirror universe scenario. So the Romulan Empire we're going to be playing as is not the Romulan Empire you know. Joran true, traveler. I know it's been a long journey and you are eager to sample the technological marvels of our great republic. You have heard of the stories. They're all true. Much has changed in for our people in the last 1,500 years since our ancestors left Vulcan. Our ancestors now languishing under the yoke of the Terrans. We may have fled to escape the poisonous ideology of Surak and his followers, but we wish them no ill will. We, on the other hand, have prospered. Our republic has grown more powerful and secure, built not on suppression of but on embracing our passions. We have channeled our creativity to create a nation that will be built on art and science. Our proud leaders will take our wares to every corner of the galaxy. Yet now, we have made our future. We must secure it from those that wish to snatch it away. Your patronage and good gentle being will not only bring you the most advanced weapons in the galaxy, it'll help us promote freedom in a galaxy without Terrans. Come, let us deal. Now, you're wondering what the deal here is. It's quite simple. We are in the mirror universe. Moralities are flipped from time to time in the mirror universe. So, in this universe, Romulans are the good guys. Meaning, we need to liberate Vulcans from Terrans. And to do that, I will need your hands, and your arms, and your feet, and your whole bodies. because we're playing heroic Romulans trying to save the Vulcans from the cruel fate that they have inflicted upon themselves, let us begin. We'll start with polarized hull plating, orbital farms, and EPS manifolds. We'll go with this. As you can see, we have 4 worlds: Romulus, Remus, Terex, and Ramil. Now, let's unpause the game. Go to fastest speed.
Allow me to introduce myself. I am Q. Just Q from the Q continuum. Trust me. All that omnipotent, omniscient, handsome. Anyhow, I date your pathetic civilization to be at least somewhat worthy of my advice. The challenges ahead of you here are different enough from what you've encountered before that you will be able to turn out my honor. As a token of my generosity, I'd like to offer you have a nice shiny bit.
Now, we can say go away Q, and it'll go away, it'll not bring anything. We can do easy mode, which will allow us, give us a little bit more help, or we can just take the offer as is. I am going to take the offer as is, because why wouldn't I? Now, there are several changes to this version, like an entire reworking of the tech tree to give races slightly more unique technologies. And as always, we start with the Gradidian Republic as our vassal. Let's build ourselves a space station. Now, other things they've changed from when we last played. My save was destroyed because of all the changes made. The tradition system is fully done the way it was supposed to be in the game, including those things here. I haven't gotten any more of the new stuff just yet, but I'll show it to you as it comes up. But yeah, they literally flipped the map. And all of the empires have slightly different flavor to them in this version. Like, instead of it being the Romulan Star Empire, it's the Romulan Republic, for example. Which is a democratic government. But I will tell you what, as soon as we get to elections, I might switch us to an oligarchy. Oh, I can't switch us to an oligarchy. Huh. Well, that ruins that plan. Diplomacy or slavery? We'll go with gravitic sensor array. Build ourselves some more patrol frigates. I need 51 more. So 2 months more experience. Minerals. Monthly influence, because influence is life. At 10% anomaly, I'll take that. You'll notice the music, I grabbed a mod that adds a bunch of new music to the game. 1-5 remains.
You should be careful when playing with high explosives. But then again, what do I care if you get burned? You've just unlocked the ability to build minefields. Go to your quaint little ship designer, press the F10 key if you're lost, and design a minefield there. Once you've done that, you can build it just like any other defensive station from a construction ship.
Now, go in here, like you said, minefield. Boom, minefield. Clear, autocomplete, mine.
A good ship design is like a work of art, subtle, nuanced, and with eyes that follow you across the room. It's important to know what you're doing, and that's why I'm here. One of the most important things to consider is how you assign utilities. There are 3 types: tactical in red, engineering in gold, and support in blue. Each utility offers different benefits and optimizations for you to exploit. Tactical slots typically grant a variety of bonuses to weapons damage, range, and performance. Engineering utility. Did we really have to start off like that? I go out of my way to help you, Sam.
Oh, hello. Didn't see there. It's like I have a hard time seeing the text box because of I can't get the screen for the game to be any smaller. But first, why not? The Talis. As I was saying before, we are playing Mirror Universe, the Romulan Republic. I'll put auto upgrade on all of the civilian ships. I don't need to spend careful attention on them. Yeah, I know a lot of people are doing the Borg. That's kind of why I decided to do this. Just because I haven't seen anyone doing a stream for the Mirror Universe map, for one. And for the Romulans. So I thought it'd be kind of fun to, do something a little bit different than everybody else is doing. We'll grab Discovery. I always grab Discovery first. Always. Because this, even in this mod, where it's not as powerful as it normally is, this is still an amazing piece of tech to have once you have Auto Explorer unlocked. Do a main tactical station. Birth of space piracy, eh? Well. Go forth, my fleets! Mining station lost. Oh yeah. Love it when the Birth of Space Piracy event happens right in my system like this. That way I'm not having to chase them down. Grab Destroyer. We'll grab a leader lifespan. Whoa. Should not have been able to spawn a fleet that fast. Seriously. One, two, three, four. This is gonna put me massively over my fleet cap, but I need it to take care of that space station. Alright, let's go into the ship designer. I still don't think it's fair that they get to have shields before you can possibly have them. Seems kind of a bullshit to me personally. Bolos. Offer trade deal. Research. 30 years. Hate having to push my fleet cap that far. Well, granted, you know, like 20% chance of failure isn't that big. Years after the lifespan, we'll go with ground-to-space weaponry. Build a starbase. I gotta destroy the space station first. Yeah, they do. But if I can take out that base, it should be a simple enough task to take out the fleet. Gonna have to retreat again. Damn. They should not be this tough this soon into the game. I'm sorry. There's really no freaking reason for them to be literally more powerful than you can possibly be at this point. One, two, three. I guess I just gotta keep sending ships in. Hopefully they'll be able to destroy the base eventually. Do penal colony next. Yes, all agreed to a migration treaty with the Bolians. Like, we're gonna have this over. We're gonna have a massively overpowered warship fleet for your first real fleet battle that has tech. One, you can't research, so you can't even do what you would do in Stellaris, where you rush, you take out the regular game, you take out the pirates, you get to scan them, and hey, you got shield tech now. It's like, I'm sorry, if they're literally a rogue element from the Romulan government, oh, this might be my moment. Go! The enemy fleet is busy fighting my starbase. Finally. Damn. Sure, I'll go into a coalition right now. What the hell not? Why the hell not? That's freaking cool. So weird to be a version of the Romulan Empire that's not completely despised by those surrounding it. But because of that being the situation, I should be able to build up these stations now, since we dealt with the pirates. A little bit longer and we'll start integrating the Gerdidians into the... we might leave them as vassals for now, so I can build up my influence. I wonder, do they just call them plasma, or do they call them, like, disruptor plasma? Ah, plasma disruptors. Nice. Pause. Busy governing. It's orbital researcher. We'll do this. That way I can get credit for this thing, because it's going to be a little while. Alright, we will do this, materials. Oh, I'll grab the optical computer. We'll get cloaking in a little while. Hmm. 65% habitability on that Marsh world. And it's a size 24. Yeah, I think I'll grab that. I'll make it a Riemann world. I'm not building more science ships right now because I'm waiting until I have... Oh, I do have it. Cool. So, pause. Let's go into ship designer. Alright, let's do our destroyer. This will be Tavaro class. We'll wait until my space stations are a little bit more up to par. What can I say? It pops into my mind. Then I can't really hum the theme they used for the Romulans in Next Generation. Okay. We'll grab hardened shields. I'll make our ships a little bit more durable. Pop that there. Minor mandate fulfilled. Space station. I'm gonna go up to maximum food storage. Liberation Wars. Yeah, liberation. Oh, here's the new stuff. You can decide what you want to do with drones that you can counter, how you want to use your dilithium. And I haven't unlocked it yet, but you can get like a medical exchange. Well, the Kazon just got wrecked. Probably the boar all up in there doing some damage. Because while in the TV show, the Borg might have no interest in the Kazon, they're still useful to the Borg in this. I gotta say, I'm not sure if I like the voice they got for the computer. I think she sounds a little too nasally. Like, I think they should have gotten a woman with a slightly deeper voice if they wanted it to sound more like Majel Barrett. Size 23 and size 22. We'll grab that world as well. So they say. One. Alright, because I switched these to the bigger side ships, they're a little bit more expensive. Do I want to deal with the pack lead? The Hakona sensors have locked onto a vessel. It's loaded to capacity with minerals. Its engines appear dead. An automated distress signal loops every 78 seconds. Captain Akake Rahim Vael orders channel open and introduces herself. A short, rotund alien appears on video screen. Haha! The alien replies. You broadcast a distress signal? Do you need assistance? Haha! What is the nature of your problem? The captain says impatiently. We are Packlet. Our ship is the Mondor. Look for things. Things that make ship our go again. Can you repair perhaps? The captain has joined an OA team in preparing the Packlet vessel. While aboard, she discovers that the ship's database contains extensive scientific data in this region of space, given the varying encoding formats, including at least one classified Romulan Republic protocol. The data is likely stolen from multiple species. The captain mulls over whether or not to confront the Packlet. The captain accuses the Pack-led captain of having stolen data from the Republic. The alien laughs, drawing a disruptor pistol and vaporizing a member of the repair team. The captain orders Hakona's transporter chief to beam the rest of the repair crew back to aboard. As the team are successfully beamed back, a hastily configured dampening field is set into place. The Pack-led prevents the return of the captain. The Pack-led captain transmits a warning to the Hakona. The captain must complete the repairs to their vessel or be killed.
Construction complete.
Attempt to trick the Pack-led or intimidate. The captain is forced to proceed alone with the repairs on the Pack-led vessel. Given the precarious nature of the ship's warp carrier, the direct action could prove disastrous and destroy the ship. Try to trick the Pack-led. We Pack-led are not stupid. The first officer of the Pack-led to the captain says to the first officer, blah blah blah. We Pack-led are not stupid, says the first officer to the Pack-led captain on the Hakona's view screen. The Pack-led captain pauses for a moment. No, we are not stupid. You have outthought and defeated us. You have our captain. We respect your strength and cunning. Yes, we are strong and cunning, the Pack-led agrees. Well then, we will give you all of our dilithium and the contents of our data banks in exchange for our captain. Lower your shields and we'll beam them over. Laughs. We are not stupid. He draws the disruptor pistol and vaporizes the captain. The shot continues through the bulkhead in a spray of fire. Moments later, the entire ship explodes. Well, that's a disaster. See, that's why you can't trust the Pack-led. They are too stupid to live. I mean, they literally just killed themselves. Like, seriously. It's like the definition of too stupid to live. My income is okay right now. I gotta work mostly on getting energy up. We'll do another careful. I will build one more science ship. And our 3 science ships will just go throughout the galaxy doing their thing. Exploring in the name of the Republic. Let's see, I'll put you up here. People are unemployed, so I'll go here. Here. And once you're born, you'll go there. Man, I got a nice big planet for Romulus as a starting planet. Nice. Starbase level 3 or pulse wave torpedoes. Ooh, 30%. Not gonna risk it. We'll go with pulse wave torpedoes. Makes their warp range go a little bit better. What do we got here? Secondary computer core and armor plating. Fire rate plus 2%. Auxiliary power bank plus 13% to energy damage. Let's see, we have long range, mid range, short range. This ship's more of a brawler, so I'm gonna set it up for short range. Give it a little upgrade. Skip that. 30% is a little high for my blood when it comes to taking risks. What kind of planets do they need? Marshland. So if I colonize this world, that would be one that they could bring in. So I think I'll do that. Savannah. See, I'm at 4 out of 6. I'll be 6 out of 6 after those finish colonizing. This is Alpine. I'll have him do that. Optical computer core, we'll do that. Upgrade all my mining facilities. Because minerals are very important. Got 6 food coming in every month. Guess I could add some hydroponics bays to our active space stations. It's my belief every space station should probably have a hydroponics bay on it, because it just helps that planet grow better. They're conducting a survey of Guitar Thor. The science vessel detected the remains of an automated shipyard in orbit. At least 1,000 years old, seems to have been subject to heavy missile barrage. One of the manufacturing bases is still in working condition. Science Officer Jirok is confident that power can be restored to the shipyard, but it would be a significant project. Alright, where is that? Right there. There you go. I'm going to have you come here, activate that. Let's see what we get out of the automated repair yard. More ships would always be welcome. Ooh. Yeah. Not gonna mess with a 60% fail rate. Yeah, that's a little too dangerous for my liking. Interstellar Academy. Hmm, 20% I'll risk. Boom. Let's see. That was the one I was like, yeah, not messing with that. Too dangerous. How about this? I can have one of the ships go take care of that. Alright, we did get some new ships. It's gonna fly to Kronos. Looks like it's a destroyer because it's got 2 pips. But then again, 2 pips is a patrol ship in this game, so it might just be another patrol ship. Really? It went to Remus? Seems like it would have gone to Romulus. Yeah, we'll add some more to our leader capacity. It's always good to have extra leaders. Ah, this is a marshland world, meaning Bolians head in the sand. Science officer Jirok reports that the waves seem to be rippling across the sandy seas of Mu Atre 2 are bizarrely enough the result of active ship thrusters. An alien vessel is buried in the sand nose down. Its sputtering propulsion system weakly agitating the dunes above. It appears to have been down there for some time, slowly driving itself deeper into the desert dunes. The science vessel lacks the means to excavate the struggling ship. Jirok recommends sending a military vessel to RE3 to unearth it. I'll send our new military ship to do it. What was I doing? Yeah. No. But yeah, that should attract some Bolians into our system. Yes, we'll integrate that subject. I will be right back. I've got to pause the game. Yeah. And we're back. So we'll unpause. Ow! Ouch, 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 ouch. Smacked my elbow. Damn, that hurt. grab this. Grab the EPS manifold. Whenever I can do a really cheap technology, I will. The new ship's high tensile wires eventually managed to raise the submerged alien vessel, only to be met by the recognizable whirring of a weapons fire. Evasive maneuvers. It's a broken model. Captain Dorica, and the away team beamed down to Hakona to explore the planet. Interesting mineral composites seem to be worn for the site. However, an approaching ion storm forces the away team to return to the ship before the geological analysis can be complete. With rapidly increasing interference, the transporter tree very nearly loses the away team's transporter patterns, but fortunately is able to beam Captain Dorica and the away team up to the Harkona safely. Following their return, Captain Dorica and members of the away team appear to be acting strangely, becoming angry and indeed violent toward other crew members with little provocation. The executive officer has been concerned that there may be something wrong with the away team. He believes that they should be examined by the ship's doctor, justifying the away team's action as a result of extensive time spent in deep space. The ship's doctor runs a complete medical examination of the captain and the away team. As far as the doctor can tell, there's nothing wrong with any of them, and no explanation can be provided to explain their violent behavior. The executive officer has the captain and the away team confined to the brig until they can determine the cause of their change in behavior and how it can be resolved. The captain eventually confides in the executive officer that not from this universe. They have transposed places with their opposites here. The captain has ordered the away team to keep up the pretense until they could determine a way to return to their home universe, but the differences between the two universes made that impossible. Transporter Chief believes there may be a way to return the away team to their own universe, hopefully recover our own captain and the away team in the process. However, there is a chance the approach may fail. They would end up losing both away teams. Captain and the away team from the parallel universe are escorted by a security team to the transporter room, where the transporter chief attempts to repeat the process that brought them to this universe and send their captain and away team to the other. Before dematerials, the captain of the other universe tells the first officer from this universe that this universe is weak and ripe for conquest. They will crumble as all weak civilizations do. There is a problem with the transporter. It shorts out during the transport cycle. The reporter chief tries to recover the signal, but it's now gone forever. It's likely that both versions of the captain and away team have lost during the transport. A distraught transporter chief promises to fix the error that led to the incident taking place, but it won't bring back the captain or lost crew members. A tragic end. What a waste of life. I can't pick what music is playing because the mod just kind of cycles through it. Alright. We'll create a sector. Science vessel reports that the dominant species on Kafar 1 are a race of fairly large serpents who have risen to the top of the food chain by virtue of their great, albeit animal, intelligence. Science officer Jirok claims to see many similarities between their state and later stages of Romulan evolution before we became sentient. Might be able to uplift these lesser beings with the right technology. Should be enough to fulfill the mandate. Appears to have not made up of similar materials as the parent planet, indicating it was once a rogue planetoid which was caught in the planet's gravity well. Further study may reveal where it originally came from. designs. Alright. Reduce the ship's operating cost. Enhanced interrogation. Silhouettes discernible from orbit are indeed buildings, and closer inspection revealed them to be some sort of obvious martial nature. While abandoned for some time, they may, though very recently on a galactic time scale, Science Officer Jirok believes that the secrets of the alien tactics may be exhumed from beneath this dust covered with decaying databanks and looted armories. Jirok, through xenohistorical analysis of the military installation on Tau Butis 3A, has yielded a few tangible results. The base was constructed before the planet turned completely barren. It's unclear if the current inhospitality was a result of armed conflict or some more peaceful, even natural process. What can be deduced is their strategies and tactics in armed conflict does not seem to have been far in advance of our own. On the upside, Science Officer Jirok claims to have much inspiration from the alien remnants. Light or heavy hulls? If I go light hulls, I can go more cloaking variations. Ah, crap. Zero risk, I'll take it. Alright. Huh. Low profile stealth design. Ooh, that sounds cool. Figure they're the Romulans, their ship should be kinda stealthy. For now. We will gather these specimens. The biolab. Alright. We're going to create a secondary variation. Two days past, the crew of the Scimitar grow convinced aliens have no plans to return to Relval. The third day, the ship's sensors detected another surge in subspace activity on the opposite side of Relva, arriving at the corner of the vessel nowhere to be seen. However, subspace disturbance has at its heart exotic particle fountain, rapidly decaying intensity. Satan commits the Scimitar to study the particle fountain before it collapses. So that requires a cannon, so I can't quite do this yet. Do that anomaly. Let's see. The signal we intercepted, the ship is not giving away any heat signature, seems to be drifting. Intriguing. Crew of the ship was found dead. They appear to be killed by the highly advanced brain parasites which infested them, drove them mad. Thanks to Science Officer Satan's finding, we could protect our own crew from being infected. Mass driver rounds from another galaxy. Grab another part of the discovery tree. And before we can start trying to take on the Terran Empire to free the Vulcans, we have to build up our own strength. Naval capacity. That'll be very, very helpful. Are they part of a faction that's not particularly happy? Solar Sailor. Species. There we go. Grab the physics lab since we've got the bio lab in Greece. All species have access to the core worlds. Survey marker. Is there any good worlds out here we can take advantage of? I'm going to build a frontier outpost there. 14, 19, 18, 24. Haha. And once I get finished building that station, we'll use it to grab a few more resources. Do this one. Though I kind of wish I could have gotten them as a vassal instead, since they don't seem to be growing any. Swirling shadows. shield. Alien vessel above Z Ofichu 4 activates a short-range scan. The short-range scan initiates the drone, emits a nucleonic beam directly into Captain Jirok, which causes him to immediately follow the floor. Number 1 initiates an alert. Medical team rushes to. At first glance, Jirok appears to be knocked out, but the chief medical officer realizes the captain is in fact sleeping in a deep REM cycle. Jirok is generating neurotransmitters of unprecedented levels. It appears to be having vivid dreams. Thinks that cutting off the beam is not a good idea. After all, you have no idea what it might have done to Captain. We have to do something. The shield cuts off the beam. For a moment, the captain seems fine. Suddenly, Jirok bursts into violent fits of screams, spasms. 15 minutes pass. The captain is asleep soundly. The alien vessel is. The crew is uneasy about allowing alien vessels so easily paralyze Jirok. After 10 long minutes, the drone finally turns off the nucleonic beam. Jirok slowly comes to, surrounded by the medical staff. The captain looks around as if seeing the bridge for the first time, reciting the names of crew members as if they were distant memories. The crew fill in Jirok on what happened. The captain is stunned that he'd only been asleep for 25 minutes. He has experienced an entire lifetime of memories, living a simulation of life on a long-dead planet. The alien drone that created the civilization is a way to keep the memory of their civilization alive. Chuck orders the drone locked on with a tractor beam and brought into the cargo bay. On examination, the alien drone yields an age-old flute, which seems to have a special meaning to Jirok. The captain has gained wisdom beyond his years through his time spent in the simulation. Good for her. Iota aliens. Cloaking generator. Back and in public form. Minor mandate filled. After hours of scanning the surrounding area, no sign of the source of the signal, the component detector can be found. Captain Nevek orders the crew to return to the previous survey pattern. Scientists gain the trait roamer. grab another science ship. Weapons range. Well met, alien friends. We are the Morale States, a nation built on the principles of peaceful coexistence and individual freedoms. The cultural advancements of your achievements have greatly impressed the Prime Minister, the current head of our government. Our citizens greet you in peace. So let's see, can I invite them in a coalition? Let's see, I can give you a few monthly minerals. Will that help your attitude? Getting the stubborn tree. Do 5. 4. Oh, finally, shields! Sweet, delicious. Study its construction. bring greetings from Imperator Hasu, the undisputed ruler of the Husnock sends me. We wish to know more about your species. Which martial techniques do your warriors employ, given your fascinating biology? Well, that's creepy. Second chance. 8 years ago, Science Officer Jayla was stationed on at this outpost, barely managing to beam off the station with the last personnel on the ground before an ionic disruption cut the transporter beam off. The disruption field finally abated for a few days, allowing the crew of the Hakana to retrieve the wealth of scientific data left behind in the excavation. As the away team searches for the computer terminal, they notice that signs that someone's been living here. The hull detects a life sign on her tricorder and moves to investigate. Suddenly a voice cries out and she dashes into the room. Phaser ray comes upon a person who looks exactly like her. After a few minutes of shock, the person explains that she was trapped on the research station after a failed transporter attempt 8 years ago. Beam her to the sickbay so we can validate these claims. The duplicate Jaws genes are confirmed to be exact match. In addition, the brain patterns read almost the same, suggesting they have both nearly identical memory. The facts rule out the possibility of her being a shapeshifter or a clone. The ship's engineer theorizes that when the transporter was interrupted by a disruption field 8 years ago, the pattern beam must have reflected a perfect copy of Jalea back to the research station. The transporter duplicate had to retrofit the research station to survive for 8 years. Due to this, the station's databanks are not easily accessible. The duplicate has a plan to fix the damage, but it involves delving into a structurally unstable section of the research space. A link to a power conduit back to the main computer. They are sure it's safe, and she has been down there many times, but the ship's engineers completed scans to show the structure is dangerous and could collapse at any time. Was unable to repair the power conduit in the research station when she moved to repair the conduit bridging section collapsed, leaving her stranded. The original Angela beamed down was able to save her duplicate from the chasm, but there was not enough time to retrieve the data. In light of her exemplary performance, the duplicate has been offered a position within the fleet reflecting her talents. And so now we have extra admiral. Which I'll have use of when I have enough stuff to build a proper second fleet. I don't like that she's an admiral. She could have been more useful as any of the other leader groups. Toxic mineral. Arigato, Mr. Robot. Shields for our ships. Clear. Enter. So we can have shields and cloaking technology. Sweet. Image them for the archives. Aliens. Does it mean I'm going to be getting the Flaxians? Speeding to the surface, Captain Jurak and the AT prepare temporary accommodations for a survey mission. The prefabrication structures complete within 3 hours. The team begins the process of mapping the deposits in the immediate area. Several days pass. It becomes increasingly difficult to confirm any mineral readings detected from the orbit. The captain orders science vessel to enter lower orbit in order to boost the effectiveness of its sensors. But as the ship completes the maneuver, a large energy spike is detected from the surface. The science vessel attempts to contact Jarak, but it appears to be the entire working team has vanished and from Delta Phoenix. The ship spends several days scanning the surface, no clues to explain what happened to the missing crew. They have awoke from unconsciousness to find themselves transported to an unknown world. The sun and sky betrays that they are no longer on Delta Phoenix. The strange desert vegetation dots the landscape. Moments after composing themselves, the away team is beset by a group of aliens armed with primitive swords and wearing simple tunics. Energy weapons prove ineffective. The local battery strain. The team quickly is overpowered. The away team is brought through the desert to the entrance of a city with gray stone wall. A bald figure awaits them, clothed in black and red robe. I am Gaul, the master thrall of Triskelion, this world. You are to be commended for your fighting spirit. The providers will make good use of you. We have no choice but to obey for now. Agrees to submit, and the away team is led to the gates of the city, the square, the stone barracks, where they are stripped of their uniforms and weapons and clothed in the same cloth tunics. Day passes and met again by Galt. You will train yourselves for combat, armed, unarmed, single, and in groups. This you will do serve and you may live. Then split up. We will train, but escape is our goal. We will train, no enemy will defeat us. Weeks pass. Crew have followed the intense training regime that the Master Thralls provided them with vigor. One afternoon, after challenging a group in combat session against another group of slaves, approached Galt and told to follow. Following them told the outside training grounds into nearby buildings. She was told to stand on what appears to be a transporter pad of some variety. Stepping onto the platform, a bright blinding light, the captain disappears from the chamber. Wakens once more, having been transported inside a large cavern. The dim lighting fills the great hall where plinths in the center stand with what appear to be 3 brains suspended in large jars. The brains start to glow and a voice says, "You show great promise, tell us your worth, so we can bid between ourselves on your thraldom." The captain argues that the brains for several minutes, learning that they are the remains of the Triskelion civilization. The providers, having abandoned the need for their physical bodies, it's become apparent that brains now live for little more than the opportunity to wager sums of money on contests between captured aliens. Seeing this, Jarek offers a proposal. Let us fight for our freedom. The 3 providers talk rapidly between the state, each showing some interest in the captain's offer. After several minutes, the jars announce, "Very well, you shall face our strongest warriors. The odds will be stacked heavily against you. If you win, we shall set you free." With a blinding light fills the hall, Jirok is beamed to the surface of the training ground. Several more days pass before the Master Thrall returns and leads Captain Jirok and her crew to the enormous coliseum of the city. Many thousands of seats are empty, but for 3 glowing orbs equally spaced throughout the circle of the building, while hundreds of alien guards stand around, attention around the center. A gong is sounded. The aliens of many races pour into the arena, screaming as they run unarmed toward the away team. The two groups clash in hand-to-hand combat. Jarek and her team outnumbered 2-1. The fight is bloody and vicious. The away team manages to incapacitate the majority of their attackers before the second gong is rung and a new wave of aliens enters the arena. Exhausted but determined, the away team whittle the second wave down one by one until at last they remain standing. The furthest of the great glowing orbs illuminates, and a voice provider fills the air. "You have performed well. We will honor our agreement now." A flash of light fills the Coliseum, and the away team disappears. Jarek awakens in the middle of the mineral survey campsite on Delta 45, her communicator chiming with a message from the ship. utilizing zealots. Heed this message, aliens are represented the Zuluman Cabal by the illustrious Commissioner Melik. We rule our region of space under a divine mandate. So long as you do not mock our faith in what passes for your culture, there may be peace between us. Aha! We have cruisers now. Our citizens greet you in peace. A couple days have passed since we first made contact with the Terran Empire, with the Terrans. Their senses. We know what you've done, Romulans. The casket you desecrated was the final rest place of our first star travel. We demand an apology. We apologize for the transgression. Don't need to start a war while I've got my ass to them. Looks like they're at war with somebody. Probably the Klingons. I bring greetings from Emperor Kor the First, undisputed ruler of the Klingons. Respect our borders, keep out of our affairs, and perhaps our mighty fleets will refrain from visiting your worlds. Aha Shahad Harmad Hassar sends regards from the ruling council of the Orion Free States. We hope to be a productive relationship with your impressive nation. Our military has been instructed to treat all members of your species with respect. Distance. We'll give them... We'll give them 1,000 minerals. And see how that treats our offer. Research agreement, because they might have researched things I haven't researched. That and more allies is always best.
Give the petition his due.
Gave the Orions 1,000 minerals because they'll be useful in the wars to come. Can't afford to have my ass hanging out there the possible war with the Terrans while I'm dealing with the Flaxians. Grab that so we can store more energy. Once they realize the war is over, the war will be over. Demand vassalization. Boom! You belong to me now. Offer migration treaty. Not. Ah, there's rebels. Greetings, I speak for the executive officer Nalan, the wealthy elite of the Orion cartel. We are looking for new trading partners and hopefully we can come to some sort of accommodation that will benefit commerce between both our nations. Kara Ad Bishi, beast of Tahanga, Kala, eyes closed beside Shakat, eyes open, Plabet in the forest. They are rivals with the Klingon Empire. The development of powerful advanced afterburns provides significant boost in combat. Since we're going kind of stealthy, working generator 2 is what we'll go with. Our citizens greet you in peace. Wow, aliens! How exciting. Zol Technology. You should reconsider your pacifist ways, Romulan. Someone's bound to take advantage of them. Ah, too much time on Jirok the loser now. Looks like I just have to wait for the opinion to get better. Okay. Where are the Sulabon? Minor. Just in case. Let's see, we got the Voth and the Kazon up here. see if we can liberate the Vulcans from the Terran Empire. From the aggression of the Terran Empire. Governor of our world died. Okay. So their fleet isn't here, but it will be as soon as the battle with their space station really begins. I think I have enough fleet power to take out those space stations. So the mirror universe is getting its own version of the Earth Romulan War. Ferengi Cooperative. We will free the Vulcans from their oppression. Pulling them away from their space station. That way I don't have that disadvantage. I was in the middle of a war, so I didn't see things have gotten cross-eyed. Let them heal up before we move on to the next variant system. The Borg seem to be relatively well contained. There's this war. We'll go with galactic force projection. Atlassian Union. I'll deal with all these dead people later. For now, I've got to deal with everything else. I took Sol and Mars, so I was able to break the Terran Empire's power base. I just hope I can take Tellar Prime before my armies die. Can't believe I lost that ground invasion. Should have been a shoo-in. Not gonna offer white peace. I said I was going to liberate the Vulcans, and damn it, I will. production capacity. But yeah, that's the plan. To liberate. Alright. Demand vassalization. Association status. Well, we liberated Vulcan, but it's covered in denobulins. What the hell? your equivalent and everything gets here. Now, minor mandate. So we freed the Vulcans. Well, we accomplished the main goal of this series within the first session. Next goal will be the complete and utter eradication of the Terran Empire. We should build a colony. Yes, we'll build a colony here. That way we get some we get closer to these guys so we can, one, encircle the Terran Empire, what's left of it, which is just the Sol system, as well as get close enough to get agreements with these powers. Minor mandate fulfilled. We're going to combine the fleets and split them. That way they have equal numbers on their side. Building up the armies for the next war. Galaxians have been loyal. Let us integrate them. Yes. Heavy disruptor. Ah, right, I can add an advanced engineering hall and really get things funky. Damn, it's got some insane sublight speed. Tracking. What does this do? Reduce time increases their chance to evade. So, since they have actual cloaking devices, I'm gonna do this. Put that on there, so this ship, so my patrol frigates have a better chance to evade since they can't get proper cloaking. give that. Ooh, I can give it a Pervium power plant. So I'm going to. We can add to this sector. Boop, 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 boop.
Priority 1 message incoming.
Ah!
Priority 1 message incoming.
Okay. How much longer before we can finish off the Terrans? Oh, wow, it's gonna be a while. 6 years. Who died? Scientist. Damn, that scientist lived to be 101. Talk about living to serve, man. We'll go with this. Don't want to really research blockers because I'll get all that research as soon as we get to the next perk. Let's see, how much would it cost? I have made a vassal. Yep, I have made vassals out of all the places I liberated from the Terran Empire. I can't invite the last remnants of the rebel factions in until once this planet's colonized, my money will go back up a bit. Yeah, because that's costing us 8 credits a month. Grab this. Like I said, I want to avoid doing anything with her for now, because I want to wait till I have the Mystery of Nature. I only grabbed that because we were in the middle of war. Though I will admit I am somewhat worried. of the... Where are they? Ah, gone. So they just don't like us because we're egalitarian. Standard bullcrap. Oh. And soon we will finish off the Terran Empire. It'll be swing, swing. Not the voice I was expecting out of the female Ferengi. A moral democracy. The Ferengi are a moral democracy in the mirror universe. That is amazing. I want this planet because it's got massive amounts of energy. And I need massive amounts of energy to fuel the peace machine. And you heard me right, yes, the peace machine. Cat, Arrow, some cool names. surprised we haven't gotten better torpedoes. Oh, this will be a sweet piece of land once we have it. Well, might as well take out the other side. I'm gonna lose a destroyer here. I'm playing the new Stellar, the latest mod for the latest version of New Horizons right now. So right now I'm playing the Romulan Republic in the Mirror Universe. We recently got out of a war where I broke the Terran Empire, and I'm just kind of taking out pirates factions for now, while I wait for the time to tick off to finish off the Terran Empire. Reason I don't have this research up right now is I'm waiting to get another Ascension perk, because I don't want to spend any research time on tile blocker tech. Still in the... Well, actually we've been playing for almost 100 years. No. I'm not going to take your star charts. There was a way to reshuffle the text you have to choose from. I'll take an active sensor link. Soon it'll be time to end the Terran Empire. And on that day, we shall rejoice in our crumpulence. Shouldn't take too long. I mean, it's only going to be 2 planets I gotta take out. Forgive me for what I am about them. But I need to blast through just so I can get this. Yes! Plasma torpedo! No. I'm going to decline your star charts. Planets I can. I'm going to put down this power grid. Let's see. Oh, this is a straight up militarist one. Alright. Time to end the Empire. All those people fighting against you, Terrans. What will you ever do? Are they? Planet has a whole lot of energy on it, that's why I wanted it. Wow, they have a battleship? Nah, it's just a cruiser. Whoa, I just destroyed the Defiant. As in the one they got from the future. supposed to die? Really? You're just gonna ignore their fleet? Yeah, I know it's not much of a fleet, but you shouldn't just straight up ignore it. Damn. That little... because of, this is probably from the loss of the Defiant. Our leader died. So... prop up this guy since we got a lot of mining left to do. And the Terran Empire is defeated. Demand vassalization. And that's it. The Terran Empire is defeated. Never to rise again. Well, that was a successful stream. I will call it a day. See you all next week. And again, I apologize for having to use the code for Unity to get through that piece of research that was giving us a problem. Oh. Goal, build Romulan Republic to defeat the Terran Federation, the Terran Empire, and free the Vulcans. That's done. I'm not even need to cling on to the Cardassians to do it. Because Cho and Mira can't even hope to stand up against Beerus. At least not at their current forms.